Make it stop! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today we're going to go over what I have sold on eBay over the last 7 days. This one, actually, I'm recording it on Sunday. I normally record it on Monday because I am actually leaving in the morning to fly out to play some Modern Warfare. So this is getting recorded a little bit early, but the sales still weren't too bad. It was kind of a weird week. Like, they started off really well, and then they slowed way down, but I've still gotten some good sales here and there. Anyways, let's dive right in. This first item I'm gonna rant about a little bit. This was a 3DS XL. If you guys remember, I think I talked about this like on Discord and stuff. Or maybe I showed it in the auction video too, but this came from that big auction that I went to. There's a video on my main channel. I spent $75 on everything at the auction, so this one sale, I had already paid myself back for the auction and made a little bit profit, but obviously, you know, the 75 on this was good. Anyways, as you can see, there's like some major cosmetic issues on the front here. I think what happened is they got it scratched up a little bit, and then whoever had it completely painted the front top, the top of this, whatever you want to call it, with fingernail polish. So I took acetone and actually got all that fingernail polish off of it because I was thinking it might, I don't know if I helped it or made it worse, but we threw it up at a pretty good deal. $75 for a 3DS. Working cosmetic issues. And if you go down here to our description, it says just the DS and plastic cover, and the guy literally, no games included, just the DS and plastic cover. None of the pictures showed anything, and the person who ordered it actually messaged us and guilted us into doing a partial refund to pay for a charger because, oh, I assumed since it was a working DS that it would come with everything that a working DS would need. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what's next? Do I have to list every game and accessory that every console doesn't come with? Whatever. I won't rant about it too much. We just settled up, and yeah. But I couldn't believe that. Like, we didn't put any indication in the pictures that there was a charger included, and we disclosed in the description just the DS and plastic cover. Like, how more clear can we have made? Anyways, so $75 off that. Very happy, plus the shipping. The ignition factor. We didn't make very many sales, but the sales we did get were like very decent, medium range, like price SNES games. This is actually, I met a guy on Facebook. It was the shadiest thing ever. I showed up to a trailer, like a 20-minute drive. Probably wasn't really worth it, to be honest. To buy this SNES because I didn't have anything. I think I was buying a couple things off Facebook. I didn't realize how far I was going to have to drive to get to it. I pulled up to this trailer, just stuff all over the yard. He wasn't even home. The door was like tied shut with a rope. At this point, you'd think I'd leave, but I'm an idiot, and I stayed there. He comes pulling up in his car. He's like, oh yeah, let me get it real quick. Opens this door, grabs this NES. This SNES. It's the dirtiest, like, most banged up SNES I've ever seen. There's literally holes in the plastic. It's completely yellow. It's disgusting. Probably full of roaches for all I know. But this is the game that's in it, and that was why I was interested, because I knew that this was a, you know, that it was a $30 game in the NES, SNES, and you only wanted $15. So we'll see if I can get the console cleaned up and sold as well. But technically, I already made profit on that. So this is Cybernator for SNES. I have no idea where this came from. I have no idea. Looks like it was listed in March of 2019, so I don't know. That might have come from the big lot of Super Nintendo stuff that I bought a while back, but pretty good sale there, $26.99. This was actually a viewer sale. Andrew, my dude, said, hey Hova, love the vids, and pet your chickens for me. I will definitely pet my chickens for you, Andrew. Thank you so much. He picked up Zelda Phantom Hourglass. This is like display only case. I don't know if that makes it special or whatever, but pretty decent little sale there. Shout out to Andrew. I'll be throwing in a little bit of extra into your order, into your package. I actually just accepted an offer on this. They haven't paid quite yet, but figured I would show it in the video because I'm sure they will. Hopefully they will. Phalanx. I'm not sure how to even pronounce that. SNES. I have no idea what this game is, but apparently it's worth a little bit, so we did all right there. And then we've got spoilers. That was the last thing I'm supposed to show you. This is the garage sale account. A little bit better on this account. First thing that we sold, if you guys remember this, I got this. Unfortunately, there's writing up there in the middle if you see. But this was really cool. This is from, is there a date on here? I think that's it right there. It's top middle, but you can't. Let's see if we can zoomage. 19. I want to say this is like late 40s, early 50s. Like, I mean, it was really old, and much to my surprise when I started looking at it, first of all, it only had a quarter on it, so I was like automatically interested, and the lady's like, it's all there, and I'm like, really? And I open it up, and sure enough, like, if you look, every little slot that you put something in, the eyes and the proboscis, is that what that says? The little heads, the bodies, every single piece to this thing was there. There it is right there. You can see it in the picture now. Copyrighted 1949. This game is from 1949. How crazy is that? A 70-year-old game. Every single piece was there. So I thought that was really cool. And obviously for a quarter, I was like, well, I'm just going to pick it up. I didn't know anything about it at the time. I didn't look it up or anything. And the box was in pretty good shape. And so, yeah, I posted it up, and it sold. 20 bucks. So not bad. I don't think I had that listed for too long. June, yeah, I listed that at the end of June, June 30th. So pretty cool. Easy $20. Red Man Chewing Tobacco hat pin right here. Buyer's note on this one as well from Dustin. Love your channel, Hova. Been watching since Modern Warfare 2. Love the eBay videos. Thank you so much. Actually, I think he bought 2 of those in that order. So thank you very much. I appreciate these little pin orders. They're not very much money. I'm not like, you know, gonna retire anytime soon off these pins. But again, I've said this before. They were all free to me, and you know, it's something cool that I can hook you guys up with. Something so old and vintage, and it's still new. But also they're great feedback builders. So Dustin, if you would please leave me some feedback on that, I would much appreciate it. Thank you for your purchase. Charizard Pokemon cards. Man, Pokemon cards are a pain. Let me tell you guys. The amount of messages that I got on these Charizard cards right here, and the amount of times that I had to take pictures of the back, because I didn't take pictures of the back of the cards. God forbid. I didn't realize that was going to be such a big deal. I tried to make some really, you could, like right here, I tried to get like a really close picture. We could see that there wasn't any like scratches, or, you know, there wasn't like dog-eared corners and stuff like that. Tried to disclose, you know, the condition as best I could. Apparently the backs are very, very important. I sent all kinds of follow-up pictures. I was so happy when these finally sold because I didn't have to mess with them anymore. I shipped, you know, I packed them up real good and everything, so hopefully they're good and the guy's happy that I got them. But they sold for $44.99 for some Charizard cards, my dude. If you guys got any old Pokemon cards laying around that you don't want to make money on, just send them my P.O. box. I'd be happy to sell them for you because they're still easy money. Pokemon Mew EX went to the same guy, same order. Both of these, well, I guess one card and then the lot. $13.49. I have all my Pokemon cards on 10% off right now. There's a few lots left. And as you can see, the pins are still on sale. This vintage Sprite enamel hat pin. I still think these are some of my favorites that I have. There's still 9 available. These Sprite pins are really, really cool. And yeah, they're starting to sell finally, which is nice. I think there are a lot of viewer sales. Not everybody like puts a note, but I think I've been showing the pins a lot, and then right after the video post, the next couple days, a few more or so. So actually, this I shouldn't have opened that. That was a canceled order. Someone purchased it and then said they hit the button on accident or whatever. I was like, whatever. So then we got some Iron Maiden going on here. Still 2 of those available. Wild Turkey hat pin. I thought this one was really cool. I almost didn't sell it, but I don't need a hat pin for any reason, obviously. This was the only one I had. It's a bottle of Wild Turkey whiskey. So Razorbacks pin. 19 available, 2 sold. Getting through them. Getting that feedback off of them. This was the only one I had. It says diet, 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 diet all around the outside. It's Garfield, a little vintage Garfield hat pin, so that one's pretty cool. Michael Jackson, I've got a bunch of Michael Jackson like guitars, and there's like, I have like 3 different types of Michael Jackson pins. I guess when my grandparents were ordering all this stock, Michael Jackson was at his prime probably, and so I've got a whole bunch of these, and I was glad that one of them finally sold. So this actually went out to a viewer as well. I think I picked this up for $0.25. Buyer's note from Rylan. Rylan, thank you so much for your business. I appreciate it. Found you in the crew years and years ago, and I've been a subscriber ever since. You're doing great, man. Keep up the great content. So thank you so much, Rylan. I appreciate it. Your order went out with something a little special. I hope you enjoyed. The next order, you guys remember I bought a huge lot of Coca-Cola stuff off of Facebook, and I immediately sold 95% of it to my mother because she's a huge Coke fan. I just gave it to her for my cost, and I cherry-picked a few items, though, that I knew that she would either not be as interested in, or she already had something similar, and stuff that I knew that would be easy sales. So this was one of them. I've got 2 of these, actually. There's still another one. Actually, I was surprised. This one has like a cosmetic. If you can see right there, there's like a crack in the wood, and I just closed it. I mean, it's in that picture right there, and then I even got a closer picture of it right there, as you can see. But I figured the clean one would be the one that would sell first, but this was the one that sold first. So yeah, but it's a pretty nice little, I couldn't tell if these were like official Coca-Cola. The branding looks like really well done on it, but there's no like official, there's like not a sticker or anything engraved in it or anything. So, but anyways, that was a pretty good sale. More Pokemon cards. Sold the Jungle Pack here with Jolteon, Venomoth, and Vaporeon. And again, I'm just glad to be getting rid of these Pokemon cards because the amount of follow-up questions that I've had to answer have been annoying. This right here is actually a weird story. I just discovered that this was, like, I saw it land on my shelf, and I was like, or no, I started thinking, like, all the stuff that I've sourced off Facebook, there's this local Facebook group that does auctions, and I get stuff off there, like, really cheap sometimes, because in my area, not everybody, like, wants the kind of stuff that they're selling, I guess, right? I don't know. It's just, like, I live in a very rural area, so a lot of stuff like this just slips by people. They don't really care. And I saw this, and I looked it up. It's a call blocker for, like, a landline, the CPR V5000. And I looked it up, and I saw that they were worth $50, and her starting bid on it was $4, and no one else bid on it. There's 48-hour auctions, so I'll just save the whatever the sales that I want to follow, and then I set an alarm on my phone. No one bid on it. I sniped it for $4, and I sold it for $50. So that I was very, very happy with. This was another item that came from that big auction. If you guys haven't watched the auction video, go do that. Unfortunately, I didn't have the spy cam glasses yet, so there's not like footage of the actual auction. There's just footage of everything that I got, like the entire haul. Still a good video. I saw some of these on eBay going for about what I sold it for, about $10-15, but most of them didn't have these little labels. These are to like hold Star Wars action figures: Chewbacca, Skywalker, Darth Vader, Han Solo, C-3PO, Leia, excuse me. You can see them all in here. Power Droid. So they're all labeled, and some of the other ones that I was seeing weren't labeled. Mine was, so I could have tried to get a little more out of it, but I posted it up for $10 plus shipping because it's such a big thing. I had to charge a little bit for shipping, and it actually sold like in 2 days. I was pretty surprised by how fast that left. This Bible, okay, I've got a question for you guys. Should I feel guilty for selling Bibles on eBay? Because a lot of people around here have them. I have been picking up Bibles as I see them if they're in decent shape, and I always go up and try to pay for it, and 9 times out of 10 no, Bibles are free. No, Bibles are free. And so I don't fight that too much. Maybe I should, because I'm starting to have like a guilty conscience about it. I posted this Bible. It was up for maybe a week. I got a watcher on it. I received a message. She said, "Hey, is there any writing inside the Bible? My husband has been looking for this exact version for years, blah, blah, blah." So I woke up that morning and I went through and showed her that there's like pages for like like who you're married to and stuff like that, and I think births and stuff like that. And so I showed her that there was no writing in the Bible, and that, you know, like all the pages were in pretty good shape, because I think this was like from the 50s. And within like an hour after I sent her the follow-up picture, she purchased it for $50. So I got this Bible for free and I sold it for $50, and I kind of felt guilty about that. And it was funny that the same day I was out yard sailing, and I actually found like a huge Bible, like a huge white one, and she wanted $10 for it, and I tried to talk her down, but she wasn't having much of that. I ended up paying $7.50 for it. Mostly because I felt guilty. I felt like I had to buy a Bible that day. I had to actually give someone money for a Bible because I just sold this for $50 and I didn't pay for it. So yeah, let me know if I should. Like, I'm not a religious person, but I don't know. I kind of feel guilty about it. Kind of. But I kind of don't at the same time. These squirt jackpots. I sold, if you guys remember the last video, I sold 6 to one lady. 6? Yeah, it was 6 of them, I think. And then this one sold. It was like not too long. I mean, like less than a week later. So these are like a hot item now. I only have 5 left, and they're selling like hotcakes. These vintage Budweiser like beer coasters, they're actually all metal, which is kind of cool. This is something that I saw at a yard sale, and I think I paid like $1 for all of them, or 50 cents or something. Not too much, but it was one of those things that I picked it up thinking like, oh, this might be a $20 set of coasters or something, or even more. You know, it's kind of a blind buy. Ended up not really being worth anything. So just listing them for $5, got them out of my hair. You know what I'm saying? These NASCAR yearbooks, I believe I spent like $4. I think I spent basically $1 a piece, maybe a little bit. I might have spent like $3 on the whole bundle of them. And instead of listing them individually, I just decided to lot them up, list them for $35, free shipping, because media mail is really cheap. So you can get away with shipping books fairly reasonably. So people like to see free shipping, so sometimes you can kind of use that to your advantage, and just, you know, they'll say, oh, $35 for 4 books, that's less than $10 a book, and I don't have to pay shipping, you know, whatever. It worked out for me. I paid like $3 or $4, made $30. So and then I sold another vintage squirt jackpot. If you guys want one, they're going fast. Only 5 available, only $5 with shipping though, so it's basically $10. But and then I also sold a hat, which I'm happy to see hats go at anytime. Anytime a hat goes, I'm happy. So it says member on the back, Disney Vacation Club. I think I picked this up at Goodwill for $1. Sold it for 10 plus shipping. So nothing too crazy, but a little bit of profit. I get excited anytime I sell a hat. Like I said, I started picking up a lot, and I sold quite a bit there for a while, and then they kind of slowed down a lot. But I've probably got 20 hats. If you guys are looking for hats, go through, just go to my store and search hat. Every time I post one of these videos, guys, the links to the stores will be in the description. Again, if you guys are purchasing anything, please leave a buyer note. I would love to give you a shout out and thank you for your business, and also tuck a little something extra into your order. I usually put an autographed Hova sticker in each order that leaves a buyer's note. So I really appreciate the business, guys. I really appreciate your views and your comments. The feedback on all this content has been really fantastical. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.